What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner ukulele tutorial for Perfect by Ed Sheeran. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button, and the ukulele I'm jamming on today is called a Kohala KKC. If you want to get a similar one, check out the description below. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Perfect on ukulele is that in order to keep this song as accurate to the original song as possible, we're going to capo up to 1st fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo right up here. The next thing that you want to know to play Perfect on ukulele is the structure of this song. We'll start out with a verse, then go to chorus, then verse and chorus again, then we're going to have a short bridge, and we'll finish up the song with one last chorus. And the last thing that you want to know before we dive into Perfect is the 4 chords that you need to play this song. The first one is G, the next one is C, the next one is E minor, and the last one is D. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Perfect. Guys, Perfect is a classic love song. It's become one of those classic all-time love songs, and it's an awesome song from Ed Sheeran. This is one of the main Ed Sheeran songs that everybody wants to learn on guitar, and I taught a guitar lesson on this a while back ago. I'll have that linked up there if you want to check it out. But I thought I'd teach it on uke too, because it's a beautiful song, and it's a great song for beginners to learn. So with that in mind, we're only going to have 2 different chord progressions for this song. The first one we're going to take a look at is the chord progression we're using for our verse and our bridge, our verses and our bridge. It's pretty straightforward and simple. It's going to be G, E minor, C, and D. Repeated through all of our verses and our bridge. We're going to have a pretty simple strum pattern to go along with that, and it's going to be 12 down strums for each chord. It's going to look a little bit like this. We'll start with our G chord as our example. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just about like that, repeated through all of our verses and our bridge. Nothing too crazy here, guys. Pretty simple chord progression with a pretty simple strum pattern to go along with it. So with that in mind, a couple times through that verse and bridge chord progression and strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. From there, guys, the only other things you need to know to play Perfect on ukulele is what we're playing for our choruses. For our choruses, we're going to have a really similar chord progression to what we played for our verses and bridge, and then we're going to also have a really similar strum pattern as well. So first, let's take a look at our chord progression. The chord progression we're using for our choruses on Perfect is going to be this. We're going to go E minor, C, G, and D. And that is going to repeat through all of our choruses. Now what we're going to be doing for strum pattern for each one of those chords is going to be 6 down strums for each chord. And again, repeated through all the chords in that chord progression, repeated all the way through the chorus. So really it's the strum pattern that we were already playing for our verses and bridge. We're just going to split it in half. So a little walkthrough of that will look about like this. We'll start with the E minor. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just about like that, repeated through all of the choruses. Nothing too crazy here, guys. Really similar to what we're playing for the verses and the bridge. We're just switching up our chord progression a little bit and cutting the strum pattern in half. So guys, a couple times through that chorus chord progression with that chorus strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And guys, that is everything you need to know to play perfect on ukulele. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 875 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there cannot be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to get a sneak peek of what songs I'm working on before I actually post them, hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Guys, Perfect has turned into one of those classic, timeless love songs. Even though it's still kind of a relatively new song in terms of classic, timeless love songs, this is one of those just beautiful songs that I think a lot of people want to learn on guitar and also would want to learn on ukulele as well. I taught this song on guitar when it very first came out. Fun fact, it was actually my first YouTube video to hit 100,000 views, and I loved it. It's an old video and it's kind of goofy because I go back and I look and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I also really hold a special place in my heart for this song because, yeah, it just kind of has that special meaning for me. But it's also a beautiful love song, and it's also very beginner friendly to play on ukulele and guitar as well, because it really is just those 2 chord progressions repeated through pretty much the whole song. You can get a little bit more intricate with this. There is some picking, there's a little acoustic kind of solo thing in there, so you can definitely incorporate some of that kind of stuff if you're on that level of experience. But if you're a beginner, you can absolutely just play those 2 chord progressions that I just showed you with those 2 different strum patterns, and it'll sound absolutely beautiful and match up great with the song as well. So I had a lot of fun learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.